Hey everybody, welcome to math. We are going to be working on subtraction today, subtracting two-digit numbers using some strategies that you guys probably already know, but we're just going to review them. So we're going to watch the video and do some practice problems together, and then you guys will have a practice to do. So you're going to need a notebook or whiteboard for our practice problems. Pause the video if you need to go get those materials. So there are a bunch of different ways to subtract, just like there is to add. I'm going to go ahead and open it up here. I had everything open and then the power went out and that crazy storm went through. We're going to go over 4 different ways. Some of them you might already be familiar with. Okay, the very first way we're going to talk about how to do double-digit subtraction is to take away small chunks. So we're going to take away small chunks of the second number until we're at 0. So what that means is if you have the number 40, this is not a working marker, 42, that's not really a working marker either, I'm not having good luck right now. 42, take away 17 equals what? To take away small chunks of the second number, you first break the second number down into tens and ones. Then you can make a number line or write it up and down. You start at 42 and you take away your tens, because subtracting tens is usually something we can do right off the top of our head. 42 minus 10 is 32. Now taking away 7 is kind of challenging from this number, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 7 and I'm going to break it down into, I want to try and take away 2 from this number so I can get to 30. So 2 and what equals 7? 5. Very good. So I took away the 2, now I need to take away the 5. So 30 minus 5 is 25. So 42 minus 17 equals 25. All right, so why don't you try one that way? Let's do 33. Actually, let's try a bigger number. Let's try 53 minus 24. See if you can solve that using the chunk it out strategy. If you need help, stay on the video. If you don't, just pause the video and solve it. I'll say, okay, for this, you would take the 2 and we break it down into 20 and 4. We take the big number and put it on our line. Pause the video if you need more time. Then we're going to hop back 20 or 2 tens. So 1 10 would equal what? 43. Very good. 2 tens would equal what? 33. Very good. Now I still need to take away 4. I'm really going to try to get to that number 30, so how many do I need to take away to get to 30? 3, right? So I took away 3, so I broke 4 down into 3 plus what equals 4? 1. So I still need to go back 1 more, which would equal 29. So that is an example of how you could use that strategy. 29. All right, ready for strategy number 2? All right. Strategy number 2 is to add up. So we're going to start from the smaller number and add up to the bigger number. So let's do like 64 minus 38. You can just watch this one, but for this one I'm going to start at 38 and I need to get to 64. I like to make friendly numbers, as you know, so I'm going to try to make 38 to 40. How many do I need to add to 38 to get to 2? Very good. So I have taken away, or I've already had to add 2. Now I'm going to skip count by tens until I can't anymore. So I'm going to go 10 to 50. And then I'm going to add up, I can still add more tens. I'm going to add 1 more 10 until I get to 60. Now I can't add a 10 now or I get to 70 and that's over my number. So now I'm just going to skip count from 60 to 64. So 61, 62, 63, 64. To solve it, I need to add all of these numbers up. So I have 10 plus 10, which is 20, plus 4, which is 24, plus 2, which equals 26. So that's an example of the counting up strategy. I'm going to give you guys a chance to try now. I'm going to tell you guys to do 62 minus 24. See what you can come up with. Pause the video. All right, so here we go. We're going to have 24 down here. 62 up here, and again I'm going to try and get to a friendly number of 30, and I know that to get from a 4 to a 10 I'm going to add 6, so I'm going to hop up 6 to get to 30, then I'm going to hop up 10s till I can't anymore, so 30 to 40 to 50 to 60, and then how many do I have to do to get to 62? 2. Very good. To answer my problem, I add all of these up. 10, 20, 30. 36 plus 2 equals 38. So if that's what you got, way to go. And then the last way I'm going to share a brain pot video with is called the standard way, or the way that you might have learned in 2nd grade. And that's when you line them up and down and do your 1s and 10s. And this is probably the way that your parents know how to help you best. So if I say take 44 minus 24, you start with your 1s. 4 minus 4 equals 0. Then you go to your 10s. 4 minus 2 equals 2. So the answer would be 20. It gets tricky when you start getting more on the bottom than you do on the top. So if you have something like like 31, take away 19. Well, I can't take away 9 from 1. If I only have 1, I can't take away 9 from it, so I have to borrow from the 10s place. More on the floor go next door. You might have heard that last year. So I'm going to figure this out. 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. I counted up. I got 2. And then 2 minus 1 is 1. And the answer would be 12. I again share this brain pot video with you so that if you want to watch it to go over that strategy more in depth, you are more than welcome to. So what you're going to do today is you are just going to practice subtracting numbers, and then you're going to check it on your own so that you know how you're doing, and you're going to let me know how you're doing with a quick check. Let me know if you have any questions.